Right now at 6, Pfizer says its vaccine is safe and effective in younger children. So what needs to happen now before it's available to your child? Packer fans are packing Lambeau Field right now, hours before strong storms are expected to move through the entire state. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. Well, no rain for us just yet in southern Wisconsin, but storms, maybe strong ones, are possible later tonight. Could impact those driving home from the Green Bay area for the Packer game. Let's turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti in the Weather Center. Gary?
Yeah, we're already seeing strong to severe thunderstorms across parts of Iowa and Minnesota. Storm Prediction Center has a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 p.m. for the western part of our viewing area. That includes Crawford, Richland, and Grant counties. But as we take a look at high-resolution radar, there are tornado warnings into parts of west central Wisconsin up into Trempealeau County for a possible tornado along a line of storms that continues to sweep eastward into the far western portions of the state, still west of La Crosse, but getting close to the Mississippi River. Probably be crossing into our western viewing area over the next hour or two. And by later tonight, those storms should be moving through the Madison area. Right now, temperatures are pretty warm. Here in Madison, 82, Janesville at 84. Even to the north, temperatures are in the upper 70s, but dew point temperatures are in the lower to middle 60s around the Madison area, but around 70 near the Mississippi River, where those storms are coming in from. So that will continue to indicate those storms should stay strong for a while. Look for the best chances for strong to severe thunderstorms between about 8 and midnight here in the Madison area. Look for this rain to end overnight with a low of 58, and tomorrow will be a breezy and cooler day with a high of 68, and get used to it. Fall officially starts on Wednesday. We'll feel like it for the rest of the week. I'll have more in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Let's hope it doesn't mess up that ride home from Lambeau, because for the first time in more than a year, the Packers, they will play in a packed Lambeau Field, a sellout crowd expected for tonight's home opener. Fans are already outside the stadium, ready to watch Green Bay hopefully rebound from last week's rough start against the Detroit Lions tonight. News 3 Now's Jordan Reed live outside the venerable old South Gate at Lambeau Field with the latest on tonight's game. Jordan?
Yeah, we've been out here for the last couple of hours, actually since 3:15 when the gates opened, and this place, like you said, is packed. You know, fans coming from all over. We've talked to fans here who are from the West Coast, Oregon, California. We saw a mom earlier who was holding up a sign that said this is the best Mother's Day gift ever. Then we also talked with fans who are from New York, ages 3 up to, 5th generation Packer fans. So it's just so exciting just being, seeing all these fans out here, and just the energy and the atmosphere altogether is just ready to get back in there. And earlier in the 5 o'clock when we, previewed earlier from elsewhere out here outside of Lambeau Field, we were actually able to listen and hear what, the players thought and Matt LaFleur's thought about having fans back out here, because, like you said, this was the first time since 2019 that it's going to be a full capacity regular season game.
Hopefully, because it's the Detroit Lions, Jordan, right, we can get things back on track tonight after that ominous start last week against the Saints?
Well, the whole theme this week has been resilience, hit that reset button, and, Aaron Rodgers said it that, they're not going to let this happen again. So, and you can just imagine being back here, having number 12 suited up after everything that happened, during the offseason, with the fans cheering them on and being back on their home field. It's going to make for a very exciting game.
Yeah, nothing cures what ails you like a trip home to Lambeau Field. Jordan Reed live in Green Bay. Jordan, thank you. And the Packers are not requiring guests to wear masks, but strongly encourage it. The team of the NFL are encouraging fans to get vaccinated. And just a reminder, at Lambeau Field, fans are allowed to carry in smaller, clear bags about the size of a 1-gallon plastic Ziploc bag. Lambeau Field has transitioned as well to a cashless payment system. Stadium gates open 2 hours before kickoff tonight. All individuals, including babies, have to have a ticket, of course, to enter. And you can find out more about Lambeau's policies. They're on our website, channel3000.com. Be sure to follow along with the game as well by downloading our News 3 Now Channel 3000 News app. Next at 6, a Madison officer caught on camera in an apparent sex act while in a police vehicle remains on leave tonight. We reached out to the department again today. We were told there is new information released about the case. Staff also did not have an idea on when an internal investigation would wrap up. The department has not publicly identified the officer involved, nor has it shared whether or not he was on duty when this incident happened. We looked into the department's disciplinary action chart, which can be found online. We know officers can be disciplined if they engage in activity on duty that does not pertain to MPD business, and they are not allowed to use any MPD property for private purposes unless an officer gets permission from the chief of police. Now, violations for breaking these rules vary depending on the severity of the situation. Madison police say they became aware of the alleged encounter when video of the incident was posted and shared online last week. Madison police are looking into a string of catalytic converter thefts. 6 vehicles were targeted overnight, their locations marked here on this map. Now, this year alone, more than 300 catalytic converters have been stolen throughout the city of Madison. Thieves like them because they contain rare metals that can then be resold. You're asked to call Madison police if you have any information on these thefts. The Baraboo School District has settled a lawsuit with one of its former students. Dazia Banks said the district ignored years of her complaints about multiple sexual assaults and a pattern of racial discrimination. The district is giving Banks and her legal team more than $860,000. A district spokesperson declined to comment beyond confirming, quote, the matter has been resolved. Well, there have now been more than 700,000 cases of COVID in Wisconsin. The virus has now killed as many Americans as the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. It's now killed as many as Americans as that time. The worldwide scourge of a century ago, the coronavirus may never entirely disappear. Scientists hope the virus becomes simply a mild seasonal bug as human immunity strengthens. And as more people get vaccinated, vaccines are crucial to slowing the spread in Wisconsin. More than half of those eligible are now fully vaccinated in the state of Wisconsin. Dane County continues to be a leader in the state and nationwide when it comes to our number of those who are vaccinated. And Pfizer now says its vaccine works and is safe for children ages 5 to 11. It is now seeking authorization from the FDA for use. Our Brad Hamilton shares how this might impact us locally. Brad.
Well, Eric, Dr. Bill Hartman considers this incredible news, especially when it comes to slowing the Delta variant spread. But while he's certain, schools may not know what their next move is just yet. Big news today, but not surprising to Dr. Bill Hartman.
Pretty clear early on that even at these lower doses, these kids have such great immune systems that they were able to respond very well to these lower doses.
Hartman leads UW's study of Moderna in children, and he says that kids seem to have a powerhouse immune system to begin with, so it made sense that Pfizer's vaccine would work safely in them. Pfizer used lower doses for the children it studied, but found that kids developed antibodies just as well as if they had the full shots.
It reiterates the fact that kids are more than just little adults. They're powerhouses that can really put together a tremendous response.
Overall, the study tested around 2,200 kindergarten and elementary school children. Pfizer says the kids' dose proved to have similar or fewer side effects compared to the trial in teenagers. Dr. Hartman says it's encouraging developments that might go a long way in slowing the heavily contagious Delta variant.
The under 12 age group nationally is our last largest age group that still needs to be vaccinated. And we've seen the cases in this age group go up in the last couple of weeks, 240%. And they now make up about 30% of all new cases.
Well, schools may still be figuring out what this means for them moving forward. And Madison Public Schools was the only district to get back to our questions today. Spokesman Tim Lamont told us, though today's development might add a significant layer of mitigation, there currently is no mandate in place to get students vaccinated. Well, there is a school board meeting tonight for Madison where they're going to discuss the potential mandating of teachers to get the vaccine. Also, Pfizer wants us to get U.S. approval for kids by the end of the month.
Important development, Brad. Thank you. And at the college level, student vaccination rates vary widely among the UW system campuses. In Madison, 91% of students are fully vaccinated. That is the highest in the system. UW Parkside is the lowest, 38%. Stevens Point, slightly higher, 46%. Both La Crosse and Milwaukee are just over 70%. The UW system has a 70 for 70 campaign going to encourage students to get vaccinated. It's offering 70 scholarships worth $7,000 to campuses reaching a 70% vaccination rate among students. UW-Madison is not included in that campaign. Republican candidate for governor Rebecca Clayfish is in quarantine right now. She tested positive for COVID-19 on Friday. Clayfish was exposed to the virus the previous Sunday, the same day she attended several campaign events. Now her campaign tweeted photos from those stops, and all future events have been temporarily postponed. As a cancer survivor, Clayfish was vaccinated against COVID back in the spring. Her campaign will notify those recent close contacts. Clayfish officially launched her campaign against Governor Tony Evers earlier this month. She served as lieutenant governor, of course, under then Governor Scott Walker. U.S. Secretary of Education making his way around Wisconsin. Miguel Cardona's return to school bus tour made several stops in our state, including at UW-Madison this afternoon. He talked with university leaders and students about being back on campus during a pandemic. Now, a Republican National Committee spokesperson responded to the visit, saying Wisconsinites won't give him a hall pass after siding with the teachers union to keep schools closed and using kids to distract Americans from the Biden administration's ongoing crises, end quote. Now, Secretary Cardona also met with Latinx students who are part of the special education teaching program while he was in Madison. It is a week that is made for Madison foodies. You can win free Restaurant Week vouchers without ever leaving your couch. That's just ahead at 6. And they can be loud. Sometimes they wake us up, but the Wisconsin Air National Guard's night flights are an important part of their training, and we have special access to Madison's Air Base. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Home is where the heart is. And Feldco's here to make home even better. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. That'll keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. Buy one window, get one free now. And let Feldco get your home ready for fall.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive 25% off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today. Patio enclosures.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. It's Restaurant Week in Madison. The Madison Magazine event features dinner and lunch specials at specific price points. The Wisconsin Restaurant Association estimates the pandemic caused about 10% of restaurants statewide to go out of business. The WRA president says that many local restaurants are bouncing back, but as customers return, there's a different challenge, and that's staffing.
I do have a real fear that there's a lot of restaurants that are on the bubble of going out of business. Many restaurants, they have to have a robust summer into the fall in order to have that profit margin to really cover their finances over those leaner winter months.
Well, here's how you can help. People are encouraged to eat out during slower parts of the day. And of course, participating in events like Restaurant Week can also help Madison businesses. Restaurant Week runs today through Friday. Again, lunch and dinner options are available. You can read more about it and ways to win free vouchers at channel3000.com. Dane County Farmers Market shifting locations this weekend. Normally it's held, of course, around the Capitol Square, but this weekend it heads to Breese Stevens Field to make way for the return of Art Fair on the square, which was virtual last year. The stadium's concession stand will be open, so shoppers can eat and drink while visiting with local vendors. This weekend, hundreds of art vendors are expected downtown for Art Fair on the Square. Coming up at 6, it's a reason we love living in a state with 4 seasons. The beautiful colors we wait for all year are nearing their peak in some places. How you can track the vibrant colors of fall here in the Badger State. Rain is on the way. Gary's been tracking the storms approaching Wisconsin all day long. He'll have his latest update just ahead at 6.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
I want to have $1 million when I retire. Oh, great goal. So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it.
Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
At J.P.Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. J.P.Morgan Wealth Management.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
6 months of AccuView Oasis contacts plus an eye exam. Only $125. Lowest price ever. Plus free trial lenses in store. Get the deal at Stanton Optical. Unbeatable prices without the drama.
Well, thanks to you, we have collected 600 coats so far in our Coats for Kids clothing drive. Kids' sizes continue to be the most in need, and we'll also be hosting a Pack the Truck event this Friday at the Clinky Cleaners location on Gammon Road. So come by, say hi, help us help local families in need. Drive down the streets in Madison and you'll notice a tree or two starting to change colors. Travel Wisconsin releasing its annual Fall Colors Report today, giving people a chance to find the most vibrant leaves in the state before they are gone. The report put together by more than 100 different organizations based in all 72 counties of Wisconsin. It'll be updated until the end of October, and as you can see now, 3 counties in Wisconsin are getting close to peak season. But some storms are on Gary's mind as we look at your certified most accurate forecast.
Yeah, we've got an alert day in the forecast for tonight for the potential for some severe weather. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible from mid to late evening through probably just after midnight. The main threats would be high winds and heavy rainfall. Now, as we take a look at high resolution radar, this is north of La Crosse, between La Crosse and Eau Claire. Tornado warning in effect for northern portions of Trempealeau County. Confirmed tornado was reported near Strum. That storm now heading over toward Osseo, and it's part of an area of thunderstorms that is sweeping through the area. Right now, that rotation just to the west of Osseo, not quite as intense as it was earlier, but you can see this line of storms continuing to move eastward. It's part of a line of storms that extends from northwestern Wisconsin all the way down through much of eastern Iowa. Severe thunderstorm watch out ahead of the main line of storms. This is mainly for straight line winds. The tornado threat a little bit higher in northwestern Wisconsin. That's where a tornado watch is in effect. Now, this line of storms should move steadily eastward and start to weaken as it gets closer to Madison. The air is just a tad drier here, but you can see these bows kind of coming out ahead of the main line of storms, indicating the potential for some strong winds. Also, notice when this line of storms gets close to Green Bay. And there's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, just before 10, those storms approaching the Green Bay area right toward the end of the Packers game. And for those people heading back, they'll be probably driving through some of the rain from those storms, although the severe weather threat should be shifting east of the I-41 for people coming back from that area. Storm Prediction Center, slight risk or level 2 risk of severe thunderstorms from Madison westward, a little bit less of a risk to the east of Madison because the storm should be weakening later on tonight. Heavy rainfall also a possibility. Many areas getting between about a ½ inch and an inch of rain, but some areas may pick up over 2 inches of rain in the heavier thunderstorms. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. That stormy period will mainly be from mid-evening through early overnight, and then after that we turn cooler for tomorrow. The winds shift around to the northwest behind that line of storms. Temperatures drop back into the 60s for tomorrow, and it'll stay seasonably cool through the end of the week and through all of next week, and most of that period should be dry. I see very little in the way of rain chances, maybe Thursday and Friday, just a slight chance for a shower in a few spots, but most areas should stay dry. These severe thunderstorms right along a cold front that stretches from northwestern Wisconsin down into western Missouri and the eastern portion of Oklahoma. But once that line of storms comes through, the air will start to dry out. Even those light showers back to the west will start to dissipate. And notice the difference in temperatures. We're still in the low 80s here to the west. Temperatures drop about 20 degrees on the other side of that front. And the dew point temperatures are a little bit higher out toward the La Crosse area. So I'm hoping that as these storms move eastward, unless the moisture supply increases around Madison, that might start to weaken the storms as the air will be just slightly drier here, and hopefully that will weaken the storms as they get toward Madison. But still, severe thunderstorm watch, at least for now, in effect for Grant, Crawford, and Richland counties until 10 p.m. Probably see a watch issued for the rest of the area within the next hour or two. Look for a low of 58 tonight. Severe weather threat will be highest this evening, and then for tomorrow, look for variably cloudy skies. It'll be breezy and cooler with a high temperature of 68. On future tracking in that line of storms moving eastward, that's 9 o'clock, there's midnight, and then after that, things start to settle down, and we're starting to clear out during the day tomorrow. Rainfall amounts ½ inch to an inch, but some areas may pick up over 2 inches in a heavier thunderstorm. As we take a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, again, just a slight chance for a shower Thursday east of Madison, and a slight chance for an afternoon or evening shower on Friday. Temperatures cool at times, then warming up for a couple of days and cooling back down again. Nighttime lows at times will be in the middle 40s, but generally it'll be dry through next week.
And just that in sports, the Badgers getting ready to face a former teammate, while the defense says they can't wait to sack Jack Cohn. And plus, a live report from Lambeau Field. That's all next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Backed by popular demand, Hy-Vee drive-through flu shot clinics. Just follow the signs in your Hy-Vee parking lot to get your flu shot right from your car. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment or prescription is necessary. Drive-through flu shots are offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or get your flu shot inside your Hy-Vee pharmacy at any time with no appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver.
Whoa, that was easy. I can't believe I got 2 pairs for under $80. I was worried about switching to Progressives, but they made me feel great about it. Like a star. A star with lipstick on her teeth.
2 pairs starting under $40, only at iMart Express.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom.
You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Tuesday on News 3 Now this morning, we're spotlighting another restaurant in the 608, and we'll tell you how you can watch and win 2 more free vouchers.
And the first fall front is bringing a real chill to the air. We'll have the latest forecast Tuesday from 4:30 to 7.
For the first time since the 2019 season, the Packers will be playing in front of a full Lambeau Field. And what better way to kick off their home opener than under the lights on Monday night? And that's where we find our own Jordan Reed. And Jordan, this year's Lion team that they're facing looks totally different than the one they saw in 2020.
Zach, a new chapter for the Packers and Lions storied history is about to be written, and it's going to feature many new names and faces for Detroit. And this past offseason, the Lions got a serious makeover, including Jared Goff taking over as quarterback, as opposed to Matthew Stafford being under center for the last decade. Plus Dan Campbell, the new head coach. Matt LaFleur might have put it best. He calls this a whole new regime, and that's one of the reasons why Green Bay puts extra emphasis on division matchups.
I mean, those games almost count as 2 because while you're getting one leg up, somebody's going backwards. Anytime you're playing an NFC North opponent, it's not going to be a finesse game. It's going to be a physical game, and you could see it in that game versus San Francisco. This is a physical bunch in all 3 phases. So I think it definitely speaks to the mentality of their coach.
The Packers hold a significant advantage in the all-time series with the Lions, and they're right now on a 4-game win streak, which means Matt LaFleur has not lost to Detroit as the Packers head coach. Live in Green Bay, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
All right, Jordan, thanks. Now, Saturday's game in Soldier Field is being dubbed as Jack Cohn versus Graham Mertz. But as Paul Chryst said today, it's really about Wisconsin versus Notre Dame. Now, Mertz won't be going up against Cohn, but the Badger defense will. And for the first time, Cohn's old teammates will have the opportunity to hit the former Badger quarterback. They're looking forward to that, as well as just seeing their old friend again.
I think I might have hit him a couple times in a live spring ball practice, but it'll be fun just to go against him. I mean, like I said, a good friend like him, just guys competing. It's just like when you were younger and you're in the backyard playing against your brother.
I don't think I've ever hit Cohn in my life, so hopefully I get the chance Saturday. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's weird like watching film and stuff like that, seeing Cohn, I'm studying Cohn, but at the same time we all knew this was going to be coming.
For more on Wisconsin's matchup against former Badger Jack Cohn, be sure to tune into this week's episode of the Badger Blueprint on Wednesday night during the 10 o'clock news right here on News 3 Now. And the Badger women's hockey team will start the year where they finished last season with the #1 ranking. Wisconsin sits atop the first USCHO poll of the year. UW drops the puck on their season this Friday at Lindenwood. Gary, I'd bet on the Badgers in that one.
I think I would too. Well, we're continuing to watch a narrow line of thunderstorms from La Crosse area to the southwest. Just received a report from the airport at La Crosse. They had winds between 50 and 60 miles per hour at that narrow line of storms moving through. But notice the stronger individual cells just kind of scattered along that line. The line continuing to steadily move eastward should be moving into western portions of Crawford and Grant counties within the next hour or so. Future radar takes that line of storms eastward through the Madison area by about 10 o'clock or so, and then about midnight over toward the Milwaukee area. Severe thunderstorm watch continues in effect until 10 p.m. for our western counties. Have to see if that gets expanded eastward across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now still in the low 80s here in Madison, but notice the dew points a little bit lower toward the Madison area. So hopefully as this line of storms moves eastward, it'll weaken a little bit because the air is just a tad drier here. But we'll have to keep an eye on that line of storms. Once the storms end, look for a low 58. High tomorrow 68 as fall starts on Wednesday.
And Gary will keep an eye on things throughout the evening. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening, and we'll be back tonight.